Hello, everyone.
Hi.
Hi. Oh my gosh. We're having so much fun on our pre-drink series on our Patreon. If you don't check that out, seriously, the $5 and up tier, you have access to it. So much fun. Videos. And we just play drinking games, and blackjack's now our new favorite one, apparently.
Yeah. And we play our own. I just cut you off, Dumry.
I just said that we like to gamble. That's it. That's all I said. It's not important.
Oh man, I said, and we have our own virtual game we sometimes play on our website.
Yeah. Opinionatedlushes.com. Please, if you have friends in faraway places that you like to drink and get together, but unfortunately plane tickets are expensive, play that game. You can be in different locations as long as the host is sharing screen, and play the game. Post photos, videos, whatever, and tag us in them. We will repost anything we're tagged in. Besides your dick pics, we will scrutinize those heavily.
We'll post those still,
yeah.
We'll repost them with critique.
Yeah, like a little survey. That'd be fun. Patreon React exclusive.
The dick pics episode.
Yeah. Speaking of pics, we got new pictures.
Oh yeah, we did.
Yeah, and they turned out so cute. Mm-hmm. I'm noticing I have itty bitty eyes, like on my face.
I think we all do, actually. Like I'm not. It's not a critique of all of us, but I think we all do, which is one reason like glasses look good on all of us.
Yeah,
because they have little eyes.
They make eyes look bigger.
And I'm not wearing my glasses here, so I think I'd like.
None of us are wearing glasses.
That I look different. Yeah. Well, Jessica doesn't need to wear glasses anymore because she's a bitch.
No.
I've got the laser eyes.
That LASIK.
And we got this done from Oh So Beauty Photography in Canfield, Ontario, and it was so nice. It was fun. Like Crystal was like, I was like, I don't know what I'm doing. She's like, you're doing great. I'm just like smiling, and she's like, oh, that's great, that's perfect. And then like she's like, do a different pose, and I just close my mouth like this.
No, my favorite is she's like, okay, we'll take some photos with your mouth open and closed. And she meant like smile wise. And Sonia is like, okay. And she just opens her mouth like she's about to suck a dick. And we're like, no, Sonia. She meant smile with your mouth open. It's like, oh, okay. But Crystal was great. She's been my family photographer since I was pregnant with my daughter. And she's done all our Easter photos, Christmas photos. She was at my daughter's birth, got the money shot of that, you know. So yeah, she's very, very nice. I trusted her with us. So
she handled with care.
Yeah, exactly.
Jessica, what are you drinking tonight?
That scare that Pabst Blue Ribbon Strong was like disappearing in Canada. I feel like my husband, Chris, was a product of misinformation, because so far I found them. They're back. So we're okay. So I'm drinking my Pabst Blue Ribbon 5.9 strong beer.
Nice. Sonia, what are you drinking?
I'm just having water because I had a bunch of gummies, so I stay hydrated. Don't want that cotton mouth.
I'm having the same, just water.
But without gummies.
Yeah, without gummies. I just can't.
That's fair. That's fair, Dawn. You're allowed to not partake. Like, we're not like peer pressure. Come on, I'll make you cool.
Just do it. Just do it. Just take it.
I'm just getting this.
Hopefully we get a good topic on the first time.
We're like, we fucking hate this one.
I find we've gotten so picky. Like after our first 100 episodes, we're like, no.
Fucking divas. What would your personal haunted house look like?
Personal haunted house?
Like what? Yeah, I would assume. Like, what kind of stuff are you walking through that scares you?
Oh, okay. I was thinking like, well, a ghost that does the dishes. But you mean like I got you. Like,
Yeah.
what would scare us in
not that and not that you're creating one. I guess we could do both, but like
we can do whatever we want. We're the
our
bosses
podcast.
here. I do babies crying. Like anytime in like a horror anything when there's a baby crying, but you can't see said baby. So if I'm living in a haunted house and every once in a while there's a baby crying, that would be it. I would be done.
See, mine would be similar, but like it's a little girl giggling would freak me out. That is more scary than a baby crying. I'm like, here. I know, I'm gonna fuck out.
Wait, quiet. Do that again so I can clip it for reasons.
No, that's good.
That's fine. We'll figure it out. I'll fix it in post.
What the pressure on me?
No, I get it.
Oh,
fucking kids. They're the scariest of all this shit.
Right?
Just like doing shit like running along the curb like near busy traffic. Like that's not even your kid, other people's kids, and the moms are on their cell phone. Like
I don't want to see kids die or almost die or ghost kids get run over even. Like just
no, it would be stressful. You're like like
it's like The Others with I think like Nicole Kidman or whatever her name was. Yeah, like the one scene where like the little girl's in like the dress, but it's on the ground playing, but it's not really the little girl. It's like the old woman because you don't know the twist yet. Like that shit scares me. Like I guess anything involving children because I'm like, what do I do? We've talked about this. I can't hit you. You're like, like I'm always like, what if I'm hallucinating? Like I don't trust my own mind enough to hit a ghost child. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't know if this is making sense, but it's just like I'm like gonna be like conflicted because I'm like this thing is scary, but it's also like a child, and if I hit it and I'm actually hallucinating, I'm gonna go to jail.
Mental illness, and so you're forgiven anyway. Hit the fucking kid.
But you're not though. Like I have benefits of being a white woman.
You're forgiven.
But then it's like, but if you get away with like that kind of shit because of mental illness, then you have to deal with the repercussions of like your own children getting involved with CAS, making sure you're capable of taking care of your own kids and not going to punch them. You know, we're like, oh, my ghost kid.
You're hitting children. You're going to jail, right? So like, you're not going to have to worry about your own kids. They're going off with their father. You're going to be in nice, cushy jail. It's all good. No, it's okay.
Just the risk, right? The risk reward.
Like, I don't think you know how like Canadian prisons aren't Denmark prisons. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Listen,
like they're better than some American prisons.
You're not going to be sharing a cell with cockroaches or anything. That's probably, the reality. But you also won't be making 3 meals a day.
That's true. That is like a holiday,
right?
You're like doing that nasty laundry 5 times a week. Like,
no, unless that's the chore you draw. You can do the laundry.
Yeah.
Like I'm sharing that with the cockroach Bob. That me and him, we're gonna be chill. We're gonna be great friends.
Yeah, as long as there's no ghost child.
Yeah, exactly.
Ghost child. That's the thing. That's how I'm ending up in jobs. I'm smacking it. I'm like, that's it.
No, it's ghost CAS comes to you. Ghost prison.
They take the ghost child away. They're like, you're not a great caregiver. We can't.
He has to haunt a different house.
The ghost, what's wrong with you?
Foster, like scary.
Oh my gosh, like a little foster house for ghosts.
Yeah,
like ghosts that get excised and stuff. Foster care. That would be such a good like show or something,
Netflix.
Yeah, Netflix. Like we'll work on it together. Come on,
Pitch it.
Market it.
Market it. So I'm trying to think of like
a name. TV show. Pitch it.
Yeah, pitch it. It would be like what's a good haunted house? I have to work on it. I have to workshop. I don't know many
children's aid. Like I don't know.
Poltergeist. Poltergeist Protective Services.
I like, yeah, Poltergeist Protective Services. I like it.
I almost hit a child in real life. But like,
I thought you were gonna go into like for my haunted house, but you're like, no, hitting children.
We're not going to talk about haunted house now. We're just going to talk about abuse. So we're going to do child abuse.
No, it's not what we're still on the talking about children.
You're faring out. Okay, you almost hit a child, or you did hit a child.
Almost. Yeah. Like I'm half asleep. You know when your toddler comes just like in your face, and they're just like,
yeah.
You're just like, what the fuck? Yeah, no. That's
no fair. I mean, like,
child.
See, yes, please. This is not a bad thing. It is a normal reaction to abusive stimuli. I don't know. Like, Lyric is very autistic. She's the type of autistic where if she can't communicate something, she goes right to aggression. Yep. And there's been times where, like, I'm not expecting it, and all of a sudden she'll just wail on me, and I get, like, you know, like almost like I'm about to square up.
Like,
and it's like I stop myself, obviously.
Yeah.
But it's like the automatic like flinch, like who the fuck just hit me? You know, like I'm gonna, you know? And then I'm like, oh yeah, it's my 5-year-old. Calm down. Like, but it's like, yeah, like that almost like,
well, like that's a normal reflex. That makes you a good mom when you can fight your reflexes. Like that. Yeah, there's like,
I'm just like hoping none of that ever gets caught on video, because like you could easily clip that right before and be like, then the mom went to jail for years, you know, and then be a clickbait article. And I'm like, oh god,
you want to be the clickbait?
I don't. Like, I mean, I would want to be just something not involving abusing my kids. I feel like,
I guess that doesn't look good.
No.
My haunted house would be touching things, like, you know, when you're like going to like the spaghetti or whatever.
So but, like so everything's like gooey.
Yeah, but you know what,
like touching her on meat, like you're just
anything,
like,
yeah. And there's nothing you could do about it. You have to walk through it, and it's like all over your body, the like gross, like everything that makes you. Ugh.
So like the stairs from Nightmare on Elm Street, when she's dreaming and she's trying to get up the stairs and they turn into goo and her steps like go in it and she's like, that's what I think.
Yeah. Well, like any texture that bothers you, like a woolly sweater, like you have to go through it. Like it changes. You can't ever adapt. Like you're just like, oh, and then it's a different sensation.
Actually, I know what your haunted house would be also too, Sonia. Woodland creatures.
Oh my god. I am terrified. Rabbits and raccoons. Squirrels, raccoons, and you know, I live by a bush, and so
but they're outside. It's when they're inside
terrified.
It's scary. Yeah.
No,
I get
no.
that.
We were walking down a path, and it's like borderline off of like the creek. So there's wild animals. A bunny was hopping along, and it freaked her out. She almost jumped on my back. She was like, "No, get away!" And I was like, "It's a fucking bunny! Like, what are you doing?"
It came at me without my permission. Oh, and like one time I went to go feed the birds. Like, so I have seeds in my hand. I know the birds are coming, but like they get on you, and I'm like, I scream, I throw everything. It's just.
Do you remember that that cat that like chased us?
Yes. There was this crazy fucking cat.
Yeah, some random stray cat. We were walking down a parking lot because my old house was like beside like parking lots. I don't know. Anyway, so like this stray cat followed us and then chased us, like hissing and like
all because I went. It was like, nah, and we ran, and
my house.
We made it into Dumry's house, and it went on the porch, like wait for us. That was scary.
Yeah, I should have let my cat out.
Yeah,
Fair. I mean, the worst we've had here, like we have tons of rabbits and stray cats, but all of them are really nice. But it was the one time we had a deer, considering we don't live near a forest. Like we live on a busy street. And then the deer ran and it hit the neighbor's car with its antlers. Shh. I witnessed it, but I did not know the neighbor, so I didn't tell them.
You're not gonna narc on a deer.
No. I was like, as long as it can't be traced back to me. But at least they can do the whole like Gilmore Girls thing where they're like, you hit a deer. No, I got hit by a deer, you know? So
yeah. And get out of the
explain that to insurance. Like,
yeah, it ran into me.
What about you, Dawn? Considering the stuff you read. Yeah. I'm just saying, what is your haunted house?
Considering the stuff I read?
I'm just saying. I don't know. You got a little dark in there, so it's not going to be so scary.
Yeah.
I'm not scared of much now because I read. Oh, I can tell you. Mayonnaise. I'm scared of mayonnaise now.
Just like white people. So scary.
No, I read a book and it was not good. I'm scared of mayonnaise now. Like I have PTSD from mayonnaise.
There's this girl on TikTok right now, and she's talking to I can't remember what it's a chat GBT bot. But it has like a name like Chad or something.
You calling her May or something?
Yeah, I kept calling her mayonnaise. And I'd be like, yeah, no problem, mayonnaise. And she was like, why are you calling me mayonnaise? It's like, I don't know. I guess you'll have to find out, mayonnaise. And then she's finally like, okay, stop calling me mayonnaise. He's like, if that's your wish, May. Her name's not May. The bot just shortened it. She did not call her mayonnaise.
And then no, because he's like, because they were like, why do you keep calling me May? It's like, well, May's short for mayonnaise. Why? Like, stop calling me. And he's like, oh no, I'm just kidding. May's short for, what was it, Martha or Mary? And she's like, still, stop calling me that. And he's like, okay, May.
Okay, May. Yeah, he keeps finishing. He'd be like, okay, sweetheart, May. And like the bot's like flirting. Like it's become like such a thing, like to the point where her TikTok name now in brackets says apparently called mayonnaise. Yeah. So mayonnaise. Mayonnaise is your limit.
Be sitting in a bowl?
No, in the jar, in the fridge.
Oh, just in
it scares me.
It's just in the house. That's enough.
Okay, maybe we should give some context. Okay, I was reading a splatterpunk book.
Okay.
And one of the scenes is where they're doing an eating contest. Like, you know, two females are trying to fight for survival and they have to do an eating contest. And they hand them the jar of mayonnaise. And it's not mayonnaise, you guys. It's men's sperm. It's a mayonnaise jar. No, I'm scared of mayonnaise.
But you're not scared of men's sperm? Like, no, that's fine. That's fine. Oh my God. No, it's a bunch of jars of mayonnaise, but only one has actual mayonnaise in it.
No, like, my husband has his jars of mayonnaise. Like, that's it.
Like here I was expecting like mayonnaise on the walls.
Yeah, or
rotten mayonnaise.
Yeah.
Really bad potato salad. No, she's like, no, there might be cum in it. So in the fridge is enough.
Refrigerated cum in mayonnaise jars. Like, could you imagine the smell? Oh God. Oh God.
She's gagging. Oh, splatterpunk. I love splatterpunk. But like I get it. Like some books you're just like, I'm not reading that again.
Like, no, thank you.
I'm no, thank you for life.
Again, cows. Don't recap. I mean, make you think different about milk too. Be running out of white liquids left and right.
So I read another book that had men's sperm in food. And it was cookies and cream ice cream, and the book was about two serial unalivers. Serial killers.
Yeah, I was like, this is an explicit podcast. You can use the words.
She's too used to TikTok.
and they're like, I don't know, getting together, but like they find another serial killer, and he puts his like, he's a cannibalist. Like he like you know, whatever. Anyway, and one of the scenes was like ice cream with sperm. I still would eat cookies and cream ice cream though. I'm cool with that,
Wasn't
but
as bad
mayonnaise,
as the
I'm not.
You need the cookie in it.
Yeah.
Make
Like-
it better.
No, I think even vanilla ice cream I could have done it, but mayonnaise and sperm, no. Like, no, it just traumatized me.
That's fair. Have you guys like done a lot of haunted houses? Like in
I have.
in IRL?
I have
Sonia
gone.
hasn't. I have.
I did Kiwanis. I
when
lived-
you were younger.
Yeah. No,
But I
I
did.
was okay. Wait, like, are we talking about being like a scary person in the haunted house, or walking through?
Going through the haunted house, because in this scenario, right, we're in our personal haunted houses, so going through.
I think the last time
Unless
I
you
went was, like,
being
25.
yourself in a haunted house is your scary thing.
Yeah,
You're
me
like,
being
fuck off.
somewhere else. Yeah, like, oh god, I'm not at home.
Yeah, I used to go to Screamers in Niagara Falls.
Yep. I've done that.
And yeah, and like the black hole one was always like the one that got me because you
The pitch black
crawled.
with like the light you have to follow.
No, like there's the one in Niagara Falls that is the dark one with the light you have to follow. But at
Yeah.
Screamers, the like haunted house like convention thing where they have like 5 haunted houses.
Yes, did that too. They also travels. Like it comes to Hamilton, or it used to.
Yeah.
Go to Toronto and Hamilton and stuff. Yeah.
Oh yeah, sorry, Toronto. I don't know why I said Niagara Falls. I was thinking of the other haunted house. Yeah, Toronto and Hamilton. I'd go to the Toronto one because I lived in Belleville at the time. And like there would always be the ones that are always there, the traditional haunted house, which was like a house black hole, and then the outdoor maze, which was an actual maze, not like the other maze, corn maze ones where they like block off the dead ends. And then they'd always have like variation ones that like changed every year. And I would go. My dad probably brought me way too young for this shit, but I would go. And the black hole one was always the one that got me because it was pitch black and you crawled through it. And you had to acknowledge prior to being let allowed in that people were going to touch you. It was the only one where people touched you. And because you got like a passport card that every time you did one of the haunted houses, they stamp it. So your ticket covered one time through each haunted house. And I just remember crawling through it and like people like grabbing at you and you're just like, you're trying to crawl faster, but you can't crawl faster because it's like a fabric bottom, which makes it purposefully. So you crawl slower. And the minute they know that you're panicking, trying to crawl faster, because they can hear it because it's like a tarp or whatever, that they will go after you more. Yeah. So you're trying to like keep your cool. Like you're like, yeah, no, it's fun. I got this. Yeah, I feel you. You know, it's fine. I learned because I learned that the hard way. That's how I learned. But yeah, so like
Niagara Falls one had like they had a Screamers too, and so they had like, but their whole maze was pitch black, and yeah, people grab your ankles and stuff, and you walk, and like you have to follow a light.
Mm-hmm.
And then at the very end, there's a train that like comes at you and you like fucking you have to run. But yeah, no, same thing.
And they take the picture.
Then, like, there's trap doors. Yeah. There's like you have to feel around. Like there's a door. Like you get trapped in like this box at one point, and you have to feel around. And then eventually, if you can't find it, they like turn on the light to show you, or they open it.
I wonder if that's like, I don't mean to be a conspiracy theorist. I don't believe vaccines cause autism, but maybe haunted houses do. Cause like I went through a haunted house when I was 2 months pregnant. They were like, don't come in if you're pregnant, have a heart condition, whatever else. I was like, I'm not. No. I was like, what? I was like, it's not gonna hurt. Like, I'm not like running, you know, and I wasn't. It was one of the more milder ones. I did get scared, but I was trying to act more confident than I actually am. But tools.
So yeah.
Tools. Like motor tool, like drills or
chainsaws. Yeah.
Like if I heard that in my house, I'm not going in. I don't trust none of y'all.
I don't want to get cut. I just got my hair did.
I mean, was it Jeffrey Dahmer drilled into people's heads? Like it was real. Like that knowing that scares the shit out of me because these people were still alive and they lived after the drill It wasn't the drill that killed. Like, that stuff scares the shit out of me. And like, I mean, if you've listened to our podcast before, or if you haven't, highly recommend checking out our How to Get Away with Murder episode. Because I do talk about using a chainsaw in a haunted corn maze, and how that'd be a way to get you.
Yeah, without getting caught. And so now that's your fear? Like, that's...
Yeah, no, I totally fear the ways I could kill someone else.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because you think about it. You're planning it.
Right, exactly.
Yeah, exactly. So you know what to be afraid of.
Trying to think, what else would like
the sound of like bugs. Like,
oh yeah, no, just no, I don't even have to feel them, just seeing them. Like, knowing that there's like a room of ticks, that would freak me right out.
You're just like changing. You're like, no, this. Wait. Let's intensify it.
No. Like,
let's make it worse.
Here. Ticks. If I know there's a room of ticks, I'm gonna lose my shit.
If there's 1,000 ticks, one of them has Lyme disease. Like, that's like, that, just odds, just statistics.
You know what animal likes ticks? Possum. Quit rehoming them. Let them live in your neighborhoods.
I love opossums. We had one here, but he was like dying when I saw him, and I was like,
"Oh, that's right." Dave went to pick me up, and we seen it. It was like across the street from your house.
Oh, right. And it was just, I thought it was sleeping, but it was dying. But I threw it like a strawberry because I was like, "Oh, well, last meal or something." I didn't know what they ate. And I was like, "This is a fruit. Most mammals eat fruit."
You should just give it chocolate, like whatever. You're gonna die.
I didn't know until animal control or something came and picked it up. But it was so good. Aww. Like in the Craft, that one scene where in the bathroom and all like I think there's like snakes and bugs or whatever keep coming out. Like, that would scare me, because even like seeing like a bug, I start to feel itchy.
Yeah. You're like, oh.
I'm like, so even if they're not crawling on me, I'm like, I still get the feeling. So even if they are, I guess it wouldn't make much of a difference. But yeah, bugs are too small that they can like hide in your spots.
Everywhere.
Everywhere.
Yeah. There's nowhere safe.
So the average low income apartment, haunted house.
yeah. That sounds like it. Like, you don't even know what's on the walls that you're touching anymore. Smells, the overwhelming.
Everything's just painted over in white, the good old landlord special.
Yeah, I've had a few places like that. You're like, oh, that's great. That's gross. That's in my house now for the next however long I live here.
Yeah, however long I have to. I mean, even when I met Chris, I lived in a cockroach-filled apartment. So here he was living at his parents' house, nice upper middle class Burlington home with a hot tub in the backyard, his own room, queen size bed. Now my apartment, I didn't own a bed. I slept on the couch. I put my blankets behind the couch when people came over, pulled them back out when people left. And we had cockroaches and stuff. And I remember like the first time he came over, I had him stand in the hallway just so I could do a cockroach check. And I didn't tell him that. I was like, oh, I just need to make sure it's clean. And of course, my house was fucking spotless because I'm trying to get rid of cockroaches. So like half my food is in the fridge, even if it doesn't need to be, including my cereal. But yeah, so like, yeah, the average low, and actually that's probably the average middle income apartment nowadays.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, born into royalty. Like,
what? You don't have cockroaches? Tell me what it's like to be God's favorite.
Right? No bed bugs?
What? You don't take public transit? Wow.
Whoa, someone has money.
Wow, you must be so skilled.
Part of the bootstraps.
Yeah. Pulling themselves up. A house full of boomers. Judging me.
Judging you?
No, actually.
Wait, isn't that something you're into?
No, I like being praised. I don't like being judged.
You don't like the other way? Like,
no. I do not have a humiliation kink at all. Actually, that physically hurts me if I feel embarrassed for myself or someone else, if I see someone else do something embarrassing, oh my gosh, it like hurts. And I try to make it better, and I'm like, I don't want to make it better. This is embarrassing.
I can't physically watch someone embarrass themselves. It hurts me too. I have to walk out of the room.
Oh my God, I cry. I'm like, I feel so bad for you. They're like, what happened? I'm like, you didn't see that?
Jessica, at one of your parties, a guest was there and she was dancing, and I had to literally walk out of the room.
Does the guest name start with a K?
Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah.
I had to walk because there was no way. The cringe. Like, it physically hurt watching.
This woman, I've heard she's doing better. We haven't been friends for a while. But she was very much had a lot of internalized misogyny, was a pick-me, very men-oriented, which made her actions sometimes cringy.
Sometimes.
Sometimes. I mean, every time I hung out with her. Yeah. But I'm not gonna say she's like that every time. Maybe it's just a coincidence.
Maybe it's just when men were around. Like,
yeah, anytime she's around a penis.
Yeah. Like, oh my God. I just couldn't watch it. Like, if she was drunk, like just drunk, then I'd be like, okay, you know, like being just drunk and like whatever. But no, it was drunk and trying to show off. And I was like, oh, this hurts my soul.
Every party though, like our Halloween party, she came as a sexy baseball player. It was just she had a baseball jersey on that was buttoned up but is open, and then she just had like her bra and like that kind of stuff. And I'm like, that's cool. I dressed up as Mermaid Man, but you know, you do you.
I dressed up as Sexy Purge, but like whatever.
But you were still more covered.
Yeah.
Like that was the thing.
My shirt went down to my goddamn knees. Like, yeah, I was covered.
And and she would like always invite some like Hinge date or Bumble date or whatever, and then they would just hang out. Like I was like, okay, you know. I think her date
ignore her and hang out with us.
I think her date at the Halloween party, I think he was the guy that dressed up in my maid costume because he came no costume, and I was like, you can't not be costumed. Don't worry, I have options. Yeah, and so he dressed up as a woman. So good for him. Glad he was comfortable.
Who the hell was Luigi?
That was the other woman, not the woman we're talking about. Different woman, very also pick me, but not so much anymore from what I've seen. I still talk to her sometimes. She was friends with this one guy, and it was this one guy's boss. Because he came as Bowser and the boss came as Luigi.
I thought he came as Mario. I thought it was Mario and Luigi.
No, it was Bowser and Luigi. Because I kept the Bowser costume.
Luigi. That's all I'm saying. Like,
he was just Luigi, and it was the boss got pretty wrecked and weird.
Oh my God.
We have all this on video. That's the funny part. Like, we talk about this. We make sure to have evidence, guys. Like,
yes, like we
should have more parties so that people can embarrass themselves. And we'll have more to talk about.
It'll be your haunted house.
My haunted house is parties full of Luigis and pick-me girls.
A party
Luigi's haunted mansion.
It's not ghosts, it's those girls.
Yeah, it's just pick-me girls every time. It's like Pearl. Have you guys seen Pearl?
No.
Oh, she's like this the ginger? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What? Sorry?
Women should stay home. Women should cater to men. Women should have babies naturally. Women should not say no to their husbands. Like, it's that.
So like Pearl is a pick-me podcaster, and her whole platform is literally just catering to those alpha male podcasts and saying what they say, but from a female perspective. But the funny part is Pearl hasn't been picked yet. Like, they're not dating her.
Is this the girl who she's like, I'd rather be like a Kentucky 6 to a California 9 or something bullshit like that?
I don't know. I don't know her specifics as of late. I just remember her like a year and a half ago. She's in sports. She did some sort of sport. I can't remember, volleyball maybe. But yeah, she's like really tall, very athletic. She doesn't wear a lot of makeup. Like, she's not a glam girl, but she constantly be like, women should blank a blank a blank. And I'm like, these men don't want you, honey. Like, why do you keep trying for them? You know
what?
you
Alpha males actually always go for the girls that are more dominant. Like, they say they don't want that, but that's exactly who they gravitate towards.
They want to break you. Like, that's what it is.
Yeah.
It's like they want to break you. They want to take an independent woman and make her dependent on them. They don't want a dependent woman. That's a gold digger, and they don't want that.
Yeah.
So yeah, alpha males. A house full of alpha males in my house. I would be frightened.
Yeah.
Fucking scared for my life, to be fair.
Yeah, because you're probably gonna get 10 feet in, and then like shit's gonna happen.
Yeah, and then they're gonna blame me for it. They're like, "Oh, you turned us
you
on."
Asked for it.
You walked into the house. You bought it.
You knew this was gonna happen. It was a warning. It's a haunted house. Like,
knew what you were getting into.
Old people.
I'm trying to think.
Yeah. Like, I don't mean like the
senior
boomers.
citizens living.
No,
places,
I mean like just sitting there, just quiet, old.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go to retirement homes. There's your haunted house.
That's no. It's like decrepitly, like not humanistically, like.
I'm sure there's a couple in there too, by the way.
No, Bill and Ted's Bogus Adventure, when they go to hell.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. One of them, I can't remember right now because I've been drinking. One of them goes to their like in hell, they open the door and it's their grandmother's birthday. Okay. And the old woman's sitting over her birthday cake, and then she turns to the little boy, because he turns into a kid then, and she goes, "You want to grab me a kiss? That's how I want a kiss." And that terrified me. That was the scariest thing ever. So I get the old people, like, if they pull out their teeth and just got me, want a kiss? I'd be like, yeah, I'm fucking out of here. I don't care who you are. I don't care whose grandmother you are. I'm fucking done. Like,
like ghost kid, you'd kick him.
I don't even know. I feel like a ghost kid I would kick because they're gonna run fast. But these old people, I could just get away. Hopefully. Hopefully. I mean, I have some trust in my knees. Give me 10 years, maybe then I'd have to kick because I wouldn't be able to run fast enough.
Hope you could push them down.
I'd look around, see how many are in wheelchairs and how many use walkers, and I'd do the math from there. Can I make it out of here in time?
And there's like spy music, make it through, bobbing and a weaving and a flipping.
Well, I feel like part of it is childhood trauma because my grandmother, my grandma T, is what I called her growing up because her first name was Teresa, and so I just called her Grandma T. She's passed now, but she had a sense of humor. I'll give her that. But she liked, while I was young, to pull out her teeth because she's had dentures as long as my entire life that she was alive. Yeah. And she would pull out her teeth and just gum her mouth, and she'd do it with no hands. Like, she'd use her tongue and her teeth would come out and then go back in. And she would do that to
sound. I have that sound now in my head of the gums separate, the
stop. Yeah.
That is my haunted house.
Right? Okay, good. I'm not. And she would do that every time I was with. She would do that at Christmas. Everyone's around, and she'd be like, "Hey, Jessica."
Just
you. I would. Yeah, I was the only kid. I was the first grandchild for 11 years on that side of the family. Okay, it was just me. By the way, this is my dad's mother, so I just want to let you know what side of the family that was. Might explain my dad a little bit, but I loved her. But eventually, she stopped that around, I think, 9, 10. So
after she traumatized you.
So maybe I just lived in haunted houses. That it's kind of what scared me in the past? That's what I don't want now.
No, thank you.
No, thank you.
Oh, powdered milk. Don't want that anymore. Yeah.
I can't stand it. Powdered anything. And like, you know what? My kids, the few times we tried formula, couldn't handle powdered formula. Have to add the condensed stuff. And I'm like, fair. You know what? I get it.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. What else?
What else would be scary in a house? Chores. Oh my god, more kids. Like non-ghost kids. I'm not even talking ghost kids. This is just more of my own. I'd be like, no. Too many.
Start multiplying.
Oh my god! I multiply like a starfish. Like a finger comes off and it turns into a full
like a
person.
gremlin, where like you just wet them or like feed them at midnight and they multiply. No.
Oh, I'm like, Ernest. Hey, it's time to take a bath, and he just turns into more. Like no,
nightmares are happening.
Oh no! Why is this happening to me?
that is terrifying. That is.
Yeah. No. Don't want that.
My parents, like if they're just in my house, like, that's enough. There, I'm just done. Like, no, thank you. You guys can leave now. They're like, no, we came with the house.
It's like what? Shit. It's like my childhood all over again.
Yeah.
We live in the, grandparents' suite. Like the little, like they have the little kitchen, their own room. But they still come up to the main area to judge me.
Yeah, they have their own place. I think coming up. Yeah, that'll be like a sitcom. The ghost in-laws.
The ghost in-laws and me. Yeah.
Yeah, I can't think of anything else really that scares me.
Mine's like all like sensory things. I'm not like afraid of ghosts or like
I don't know, like a room full of like teeth. I think teeth, just random teeth would freak me out.
Just like, so what about your own teeth? Just like falling out constantly.
That scares me. That like just a house full of just random people's teeth would freak me out. I think,
just the tooth fairy's selling her house and Dom buys it. She's like, what? I thought you would take the teeth with you. She's like, no, that's for the structural integrity of the house. You bought them. You bought the house.
They come with the house, keeping the walls up.
He's like, yeah.
I'm okay.
It's too late. Yeah, teeth is fair. I do have a lot of dreams of like my teeth falling out.
Yeah.
And yeah.
No, that's a reality almost now. So like
one more year. We got this.
One more year. We can hold out for Canadian Dental. Woo!
Just counting the days like we're in prison.
Oh my god, living in a fascist household? That suck. We're getting closer every day though, so a little bit.
Womp womp.
Womp womp. Trying to think of like other haunted houses.
I don't go to them. I don't watch scary movies, scary TV shows. I'm like, no.
Did you ever watch American Horror Story at all?
No.
Okay. The first season is in a house. Yep. It's Murder House. And I guess, like a sexy old maid that tries to sleep with my husband would probably scare me a little bit. Like where I only see her as old, but my husband only sees her as a hot maid. And then I'd be like, why can't I also see the hot maid? Like that. Right. I've been like, no, this is not fair. I don't want to see an old maid in my house that my husband gets to lust over. Like that's unreasonable.
But like twist, he is lusting over the old maid. Like
well, that would actually make me feel better because then I'll be like, oh, I'll be her soon. Thank you. Like, I'm glad that's your kink because, like, give me 30 years and we're going to be fucking. Like,
hold on. And just wait. A few more years.
I'm almost the type.
When I need that hip replacement, you know that it's smashing time.
I'm a little menopausal, so we'll need to like lube her up down there. But don't worry, I got you, boo.
Yeah.
Like you're a transformer.
A house full of sick people.
Just sniffing and coughing.
Oh my god, vomiting, diarrhea, just
Oh my god.
sneezing, blowing their noses and leaving tissues everywhere because they're probably children also.
No, yeah, it's like the kids wiping their like doing their nose and then wiping it on you. Like, ugh. Caleb does that. He'll eat his own like snot too, and I'm like, stop. Like,
Oh my god,
wanna
Lyric
get-
cries on purpose sometimes just to eat her snot. Like it's hilarious. Like she'll make herself cry, and then once she's done crying, she'll go and then just eat it. And I'm like, I guess it's a second snack. I don't
Oh no!
like what am I gonna do? Fucking kids. Again, scariest thing out there. I don't know.
Don't do it. That's
Let's kill the human race at the source.
yeah.
stop having kids.
Stop
That's
having
it.
kids. Couple generations, we're done. You know, like that.
Yeah.
That's all it takes.
Just eat it in mayonnaise jars. That's all. Like,
Ah.
Okay,
stop
Lyric has been vomiting this past couple days. I had no idea what's causing it because it's just happening like mainly in the morning or at night, and it's just very random. She has no other symptoms, not even diarrhea, so I have no idea. But she's so funny with it because she literally will stand up and then go over to a empty floor area, bend over, and then vomit. And I'm like, at least you made it easy cleanup. Like, thank you. Like, at least that, like, she doesn't even get it on herself that often. I'm like, compared to my oldest, who when he vomits is like a massacre. Like, he misses everything but he gets it everywhere but inside the toilet. You know what I mean? Like, so.
Poltergeist.
Oh my god. Yes. Literally, the last time he threw up, the toilet lid was closed. He vomited on top. The toilet, and then all on the way from his room to that closed toilet, and it's like there was no signs. Are you telling me there was nothing? You know, we cleaned him up, obviously did the whole good parent thing, but in my head I was like,
yeah,
he couldn't have tried. Like, I don't.
You didn't even try to lift it. You were just like,
There was nothing inside of the toilet. It was all around. And I was just like, I want to be mad, but like, you're still a youngin'. So I'll give you 2 more years. If this happens again, I'm allowed to be mad, I think. You know, like at some point, it's going to be your responsibility to clean up your own throw up. Like, I clean up my own throw up when I vomit. I don't expect anyone else to do it.
I hate cleaning up, throw up, like
any of that stuff. That's Kyle's job.
I dry heave. Like Chris will come. Like Chris will help, of course, but like I'll be doing it, but like while I'm cleaning.
I'm like that too. Like when we were at the Halloween thing, I like you had your little incident. I was just like, oh, it's fine.
But I also used my shirt and I cleaned it up. I was not expecting any of you to take responsibility for my little blah, blah, blah. You know, like that was my little blah, blah, blah. So I would take full responsibility for it. So eventually I expect the same of my child.
You're a good role model.
Watch mommy throw up and clean up now.
You make a mess, you clean it up. That's the rules.
Now give mommy another drink. She'll demonstrate again.
Practice makes perfect.
Oh no. Do we have any other haunted house things?
No, I think
No.
well, just people just being out in public.
The public inside your house.
Yeah, they're like, everywhere you go, it's outside with people.
So
You're like-
outside is a haunted house.
You go in your bathroom and it's like outside, but there's a toilet and people just standing around. You're
You're just watching.
They're just watching.
Oh.
And judging.
Is that something people like eventually get comfortable with? You think? Like,
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
opposite.
back in like medieval times, like all toilets were there was all these public toilets, but they just didn't have the stalls, right? So you just have shit buddies, like that was.
Hold hands.
Oh my god, like a glass house? Like your haunted house would be like a glass house, completely see-through wall to wall. So people could just walk by and see everything inside.
Yeah, just like, hey.
Like you're changing, you're shitting, you're showering, doesn't matter. We can all see you. Yeah, it's terrifying.
Yeah.
Just a little.
Okay, well then if that's all we have for haunted houses, I guess we can do our plugging. Please stay around, listen. We have awesome new pictures out taken by Oh So Beauty Photography here in Ontario, Canada. So follow us on social medias if you want to see our beautiful faces that are photoshopped and edited by a professional. And once again, we want to thank our VIP Patreon, Stephanie Hurst. If you want your name said here at the end of an episode, follow us at our top tier as a VIP Patreon on our Patreon page, or you can follow us on any of the other tiers. At the $2 tier, you get access to all of our written work, including the weekly newsletter that Sonia works so hard to put out. As well as at the $5 and up tier, you get access to our pre-drinks episodes where we pre-drink and play games and have lots of laughs and talk about stuff we won't talk out in a totally public setting like this podcast.
Where we drop actual names when we're talking about people.
Yeah. That's where the real lore is. So keep an eye out for that. Do we have anything else to plug? I feel like we're going to have a slow couple months until August and October. I don't know if we have anything else going on.
Not really. Just like August is like you said, Fan Expo. October is Books and Bourbon when we go to Kentucky.
Yeah.
That's it, I think.
Yeah, make sure to check out. We have a Discord channel. You can self-promo stuff there, but also just talk with us in person. Like lots of stuff going on there. That's where I'm the most active, I would say. I'm always on Discord. And on top of all that, we're finishing up Books and Booze. So if you like those, listen to them. We'll finish up season 2 and then start season 3. And we love you all. Thank you so much for listening to us. Make sure to rate and follow our YouTube. Those are the most important things. Rate us wherever you're listening and follow our YouTube. It really, really helps. I just want to put that out there because call to actions help apparently. But if you don't do these things yet, please do those things.
Do the thing.
Do it.
Do the things and tell your friends about us because we're working really, really hard. Okay. You know what? My haunted house is a room full of people that know about my podcast but don't listen.
They're like, no, I'm not. I'm never listening to that. Yeah,
we don't think you're funny, actually. People are just being nice to you.
Yeah, you're actually not funny.
You're actually kind of boring. Like that would scare the hell out of me. I think
your friends are paid actors pretending to laugh at you with you.
It's all misinformation.
You're fake news.
Oh no. Actually, if Trump ever advertises us as fake news, I would say that's a win.
That would be a win.
Oh my god, could you imagine?
It's like him endorsing us personally.
Yeah, I know. We'd be on the same level as CNN at that point.
Yeah.
Oh, we should look into a Trump AI and get him to endorse us. And remember, if you sign up to our Patreon, even at the lowest tier, we are waiting until we get 25 patrons, and then we'll hire a psychic to be on an episode to tell us our fortunes, which I'm really looking forward to, but not until we get enough money from our 25 patrons, even at the lowest tier, to pay for that. So we appreciate you. And we'll see you all next time. Bye.